Welcome, seekers of the unexplained. Today we journey to a place where silence whispers tales of terror, and the icy grip of the past refuses to loosen its hold. We delve into one of the most enigmatic and chilling events of the 20th century, the Dyatlov Pass Incident, a true story that has baffled investigators, inspired countless theories, and continues to send shivers down the spine. In the frozen heart of Russia's Ural Mountains, where the wind howls like a ghost through endless snow, 9 experienced hikers vanished into legend. What began as a peaceful expedition in February 1959 would become one of the strangest, unsolved mysteries of the modern age. No one truly knows what happened on that mountain, but what investigators found still chills the world to this day. This is the Veil of Mysteries. They were young, skilled, confident. Led by Igor Dyatlov, a 23-year-old engineering student, the group set out to reach Mount Otorten, a name that, in the language of the local Mansi people, meant "don't go there." This wasn't a group of novices. These were seasoned adventurers from the Ural Polytechnic Institute, skilled in navigating harsh terrain and extreme cold. They were young, vibrant, and prepared for anything nature could throw at them. Or so they thought. Their initial progress was smooth, spirits high, documented in their journals and photographs. Then, on February 1st, they set up their final camp on the slopes of Kolat Shakal, Dead Mountain. Their final diary entry simply read, "We now know the snowmen exist." A joke, maybe, or something else entirely. What happened next remains shrouded in darkness. When they failed to return, a rescue team set out. What they found was beyond comprehension. The tent was discovered torn open from the inside. The footprints leading away from the tent told a strange story. Some were bare, some wore only socks. All suggested an urgent, desperate exodus into the minus 30 degrees Celsius night. It was as if something had compelled them to flee, something so terrifying that the biting cold was a secondary concern. The first 2 bodies were found beneath a large cedar tree, nearly a mile from the tent. Yuri Krivonishenko and Yuri Doroshenko, dressed only in their underwear despite the brutal cold. A small fire had been attempted, but it offered little solace. Their hands were scraped and bruised, as if they had climbed the tree, perhaps seeking refuge or a vantage point. Over the next few months, the remaining bodies were found, each discovery deepening the enigma. Lyudmila Dubinina, Semyon Zolotaryov, and Alexander Kolevatov were found in a ravine, buried under several feet of snow. Their injuries were horrific. Dubinina and Zolotaryov had fractured ribs. Dubinina was missing her tongue, eyes, and part of her jaw. Zolotaryov had a crushed skull, and Kolevatov, a severely disfigured face. The force required to inflict these injuries was compared to that of a severe car crash, and yet no signs of struggle, no other footprints, no survivors. The official Soviet investigation concluded that the hikers died from a compelling natural force. A vague and unsatisfying explanation that only fueled the speculation. What kind of natural force could inflict such trauma, compel such a desperate flight, and leave behind such an array of baffling clues? What could drive 9 rational hikers to tear open their own tent and run barefoot into a blizzard? The hikers' journals offer tantalizing glimpses into their final days, but no definitive answers. The last entry speaks of cold weather and strong winds, nothing to suggest the impending horror. The most recent scientific analysis suggests a combination of factors. Theory 1, an avalanche. It's simple, yet too simple. There were no signs of one. The slope was shallow and the tent's contents remained undisturbed. Theory 2, a secret military test. The hikers' clothes showed traces of radiation. Locals reported glowing orange spheres in the sky that night. Some believe they stumbled into something they weren't meant to see. Theory 3, infrasound. Winds whipping over the mountain could have created low-frequency vibrations, inaudible, but powerful enough to induce panic, hallucinations, even madness. Theory 4, something not of this world, UFOs, beings in the night. Lights in the sky that guided their final, terrified steps. There are whispers that strange shapes were seen above the ridge, and that the last photo on one of their cameras captured something glowing. The mountain was later renamed Dyatlov Pass, in memory of the group. The official investigation closed with a haunting phrase: "The hikers died due to a compelling natural force." To this day, no one knows what that force was. New evidence surfaces. New theories rise. But in that frozen wilderness, time itself seems to have stopped, preserving the mystery like a ghost trapped in ice. But this still doesn't fully explain the internal injuries, the missing tongue, or the radiation. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains a stark reminder that some mysteries are so profound, so utterly bizarre, that they defy simple rationalization, forever freezing time on that desolate mountain slope. Perhaps the truth still lies buried beneath the snow, waiting for someone brave enough to uncover it. If you felt the chill of the Dyatlov mystery, leave a light in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, the truth often hides in plain sight, just beyond the veil of mysteries.